dear, am I dear? Teaching what you did in the SOMPA FM and TV. Nebema weni jie, eni aketiapa. Nebema weni jio, sabra boy mo dajuni. Binacho suna udi ewnya. Nebema weni jie, aketiapa so kamu. Ema aketiapa, afa wafidi eneto SOMPA FM and TV. Why? Yasin SOMPA mani jeni akati apana unu wada SOMPA de asiti neimunu ema akati apa ye no mai munsam kudi munsam yina ne kasebo biji sam ni ajasu semina SOMPA de abama SOMPA FM Ema ketiapa SOMPA TV Emenijie SOMPA TV Emenijie Oh, wisdom ni mitie SOMPA FM SOMPA TV
SOMPA FM.
I don't want to name him. A Kumawood actor that I heard is from the base. I've never met him. I've never spoken to him. I've never engaged him. But there was a point at which I heard a rumor that my younger brother, Kennedy Ajapong, had something to do with the base. So I approached him. And I asked him directly. In fact, it wasn't just approaching and asking about that alone. I went to tell him that, look, when the time comes, I'll contest. And I've done the same with all the significant leaders of the party, as I outlined in my speech earlier. All those who contested for the presidential and I told them. And I said, I intend to contest. I said, Ken, I'm going to contest. What I want us to do is unite this party. By the way, I hear that you have something to do with a movement called the base. And Ken just laughed and said, I have nothing to do with the base. I said, good. Then when the time comes, because I know you've been sitting back and not engaged in the party actively.
2 years is just at the corner. And this university crowd back and pay you. What about you, Krumha? Mubanya number said the bomb.
Since you are kind, your friend Amoma Brand. To Ninsa.
Mubabe can pay some much yet. And this university crowd back and pay you. What about you, Krumha? Mubanya number said the bomb.
Since you are kind, your friend Amoma Brand. To Ninsa sing a Kawashia. A Cobota no Montotroso. A bear will swim and son and then 9 money. And Uncle Phobia Besha, Gingin, your cat Gingina, your blue cum Gingin. Gingin or to Nias Assiso. It's a Gingin form free blue cum in a bejas as you are not to Nihino. You are free, baby, a bejas assassin. Yet decided denied a assassin, so now it is so. And it's all coma. A Kumase for a Fidase. Meaning I saw from Musso a group of so. And I yimum, Bricuma yimum, a so and soon you know to Nias Assiso. Baby, I will free by another 28. You have my yard. And you know, you cross it for bed day. Bedom gum cocoso. A bedom did. Bedom call from when you be unknown. Among Penny Mamma, so
SOMPA FM.
And say a tear what you be a tomb. I'm an inferior June. So I got him send Nerby and a cost war, Sergeant General. Adaroma, young Pessa, a China Bibisi to near 4 to near 4. You show up with Sinyam Bois. A Joda, one to an amawa, the betun to Sukoko, actually a bino. It's a bama you my fono, a B, a womb. Regional Miss Yaboni, Yabono, Wama, MP, Wama, Police Panini, Wama, one young Fanco Barcelona, a pim subia. As you say, no, the man ya dear, the free them could see Juala dear, a quine in a dog brocono, and I'm not putting in our. A quine a cockanyas, a dog brocono, a question a bed brocono. And I'm on camera soldier for one, my policy for, you're ready, a bed camel. The free lady crown, month one a moment so we any auntie. And cast and papa beyond chere, am I young classy for 9 years, how are you? And sub-bay. And Saban the Kura Sagaram Senum. And this if one Saban the Kura Garam Senum. Regional Minister and Saban the Kura Garam Senum. Police Panin Sabain. And Pin Sabain. Marco sister to Trafo. The same class if only be. And to me to look out. What can I see a becum? I'm a threatening penny beyond my case. Police Panin can't share but Pimone. I pim for now overwork on Nabakuno and Sabakuno. And I'm going to say, Kamikaze, a goose munti. Madama. And Neko Sigwada, a binary can be Regional Miss and Tuana Mount. Police Panina, your buy and car say, Busum Mukuromono, and Naya catch and say, when you be a white gist, I got him says, Camu piano or Buffet. The Jumata then a channel, the year to me rock. The man to me rock. If it's all Sanko Badria, so I just can't be a bony dria, Police Panino can say today. Which some pabwa would the best was Sena Beckham. Mo. Una bomb class for una book who bind. Yama, Gantana question. So we won't pure, pure, if you didn't say, will be our Jessica, be our good Marcia, or bad time your good Marciano. Fina, what in a bush?
Yo, Abusha for SOMPA 106.5 FM. You're from the Kobla Butch, exactly 13 minutes after 3. About forgotten countries on the way. And then Komono Aidija, the 2026 Media Budget Review, and no and Komono Ebetu Jandevi, and was SOMPA 106.5 FM Accra. And again, let me also remember you that the whole lot of conversations are Kosu or Mother Ghana. Attitude, so yet a Buno region, Atronia. A Yananum near this year, what was said. Emrante bia begu krom ho a wo mo de galamse a no mutuo na nanana kan rum nsam bebre na minima de kudente a up to now abampanyimfo no yanyante se wo mo so o mo kasa fa sa asem no
SOMPA FM
but na wie no pe ya ene yanya na ntie se wo de wani kira krobo tachiman krobo tachimana aya krobo nursing training college e wo hono no students no etietua ne santi no sesia no yabakwa amano so e na ye ne Jan Isaac edin komo na Jan Isaac ayobia wono no waya community elder ewo krobo ho a ye ne de bedi enkomo sesia afasa asemi hu live or SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country. Baby, Obiano, know that we are live on Facebook. Facebook is SOMPA 106.5 FM in Accra. And also remember that we are live on YouTube. YouTube SOMPA 106.5 FM live. On behalf of the team, I would want to say Ebo Backman, and of course, is in charge of communication, the second deputy director for communications for the UP party. So now, Jan Isaac, Yamawaha, Amawa Baba for God and country. So, anyway, Ewa Kra 106.5 FM. I'm Pato, what to say?
Yo, Professor ABOTCHIE, Mejoso, and Michelle Chief was a bit some power and kind of Michelle Bibia.
Obibia da say na minim say wo de krobo na wote na minimo ka say adiem pa na ekoso wo krobo nursing training college o
ya minim da say ana mi nyantie say school for na komo bum se dabi ene ma bi koso school mu a hakin na wo ma ka kire mpanifo a obi a fi wo mu anamonto ko bia nkoso ana niema no so egusu kwa na ekoso enti wo make come ho na wo man demonstration akra wo skum ho actually mpanifo the principal the dean of students and the academics Sanya man or Modi Yomono, woman in Yahu. And you and so Mr. Kinner, I didn't know who cat. It's an opinion or Modi and you be successful. A peaceful demonstration, a harmless. Who buy or placards and one guitar or more matroso. The principal must go, the dean must go. And then your man or matroso, it's all one. And the above them would do come up in this town. Say, you know how power and the same. Yeah, the woman in our Bokuja now wants to school arena or demonstration. No question, Minia. Some of them also, I have my Kumakun Cindy, and they are happening. Na woman from a mobile so too. You can't almost dying, woman be an yasin. The question by an idea for you, big and share at Vienna woman. Woman will please in crowd about woman. Yes, so the Miano, they are can cancer and pictures and them out. What's that nursing Chinese for? And Kodai, Jenny, Womudia, the business of going to Serbia. But
I am Diana on Teddy.
Said the colonel, the colonel of the Yama cookie to the Namkran Gamo. And I said, the colonel. And I said, more money, I take it to a big chapter to the king. I can talk about the Atoso. Just say, it look as if a woman will please and yes, a woman be any. No more crowd over the second woman very sick. If the young number the most done, Grandma will come to tell you anything because again at the moment. I don't know what you say. First, we have principal or a moment 3 times a day. But way by was so among 2 times. She come on to a round sort of Mutia. And a quantity no quality over the animal from cry. And to more every 2 million say. Somebody at the same amount of India. Not a wee back of the man, and the money quality from my end. And also a baby as a buffer. Yeah, Mia, Manibia, the question me, brother. Say the name mouse say. Someone will come and crown out some good, or very dirty. And the Ayana airtime. And no sweaty. And Mobaka said, and determined the so many school. Muchi and the David Medfield, the Ghana cities. But Bosumi, I come back 2 months in, or more applying entertainment, Moba, actual proposal at the ban of Catholic Principal. They are not there for entertainment, they are not there for fun. All woman needs entertainment to be. I'm not trying to cover your piano, and for so many also. I don't know decide I'm penny for and cash advance or most entertainment, Bosumi say, no woman yet. But they are not there for fun. They are there to learn. And Grana was a baby, ambassador and Yamu, or Montiasia, into almost and so much company and before, and now they are woman fuel. I'm almost some academic standards. I never be cost academics now at time. And the academics, a school for the actual. And we have both a call remarking. Remarking about your password. And woman was there as a board because of. And telephone do my bro. I don't know where the woman just yet. I don't think woman call him and so to be out to pass here. You know, and now woman and tell say, it doesn't matter to come for our issues with Sir Dean of students in the academics. But we can check it up on the if you move some material on class course or this course, not as a son to a month. No, we do some class course. The German on Grana Fairfield. And what we now hint to say, I want to be more hint to say, I don't know what passing, but at dinner of students, any academics, they are not my reduced scores.
That may matter, that una war, dinner of students, no, or your
I found one deal or relatively kind of so a lawyer can say so a lawyer. But or your beer or issues, previous a crown, a bit of thing that will clock a set Yanama, and send it in the cases of set a mood party and the question in Yamamoto. New Zealand and the real Fikaka. 1 year free Dicka, maybe understand. Students in the academics, and the principal is only the issue called the war. Almost at a time. We have time. I'm afraid it's a time. And now, my manager says, principal on the 100 of school management, what issue calls on farm management. And these 2 people know, I saw move forward. And the woman 9 says, scores on the class scores on, think of 1 to 2 sessions. Hey, no, my reduction on quality their feeling. If you can't see of the day, and also you have the having, because of that's from the now I pass here, no move to Namro. In the other the issue, Cassiaba, a cow, you know. And that is all I say. This time, people bears 55. You see a moment to the final exams.
I didn't try.
55. SARFO is making a lot of changes here. It do NMC so much moment to mention. It didn't refer. And the annual almost to say, schools are coming around. Say, no, being on the third one, if you man, we are on the train watching.
And there was a hot day. Now, who could school down here refer? I just control refer and son, I'll go with the Marco with you.
I want to almost say that I'm school to be and the previous son of your house.
Okay.
But my mother and the quan by our say,
Maybe I talk Yabutre. Mamina Wabano, Dr. Helen Gifty Dramana Amwa. Well, no, and I the principal of the school as I speak. My bomb
24 years no more. I don't man the buy him show munu anya wo muti. Enua na kra nkoyi, enema nyina nkoyi. Warom kompanyi obi anfi wo mo.
He's told me that Adam Johnson, he told me say, Menewuka say they are going to have a meeting. He also referred me to the police commander for the district. I know my friend now, I say Mr. ABOTCHIE, Mr. Menkasa. So I am asking, what is there?
Very influential. And no catches to say on good belts. And I'm about to reach you. It's only 2 penny. In the hand, myself, who is to come to me approaching?
There be. I want to about me, but so trim kakra. Was say, my men say, oh, you're powerful. And now, or boarding.
About gold belt.
Gold belt.
Yes.
And where then?
Oban Nessie, I quite just believe you know, rank. Obi will rank away. I had these wow, the old from Lubetini, or no cry at mountain money and the castle.
Oh, okay, Matthias.
Yes, in this animal, and so and you don't know what issue, Crown, I've been 2 tests on the crackers issue. And I'm internal. As Mammy who say, I'm a paying with and there's another was made of your wishes. But I can Colamo, the ground, be ready to home. And who to me approaching people. And accordingly, it was a letter somehow because of influence, I can't buy me. I won't pay for you or talk Wayana or no issue. Crown passed now for the port and said, yeah, we are coming out because all penny for you are by Wayana. One more time, it's only this is out the queue. And that was interesting. I am the class from the school. It's a very powerful power. And you see, you know, because I want a police car there and said, we can't be rescued was here. And Kolana, you're Manopano. And of course, the woman from Manopa at the CA, or being wow, yeah, Basabasadia. A dean of students, or Shadia of those one day. Now imagine say, oh, a police expect a cracky, a buyer, don't put on that police, I got them, a buyer. No one in Africa. I mean, I want to say no one who near my course and collide your demonstration.
And maybe I mean, Tawano, so a chief one, Wamutia and Siciano. But we are quite a Facebook wall. Some of the videos are there. We are showing the videos live over here.
Wow. One minute shot to William. Me one play, some demonstration. The couple be make media today. For being what people, we want change. We want change. But one more some of kind. And now you're more Basabaza. No, all of a sudden, police are piercing the way Jennifer. So give me a woman, no one never needs to and all right.
But unim sir, Ghana ha before I obey demonstration no. And who be here say we a permit every policy for chain and sign a wide demonstration because the narration now the man in now it just say school kodano and ya dia omkwaje yes a permit na answer na omoye ye kire no
exactly the question you be saying kola no say because the man be very influential no anytime we make attempt to dia so make police no ma block you police go no enfio mo we make ya kwanya ba more than 4-5 times so mu fio mo and we must issues on now say AJ. Anytime I'm better demonstration, you're police won't film. Because before we do not manage to capture commander. What film for you for the show when you won't show one of them, no matter what.
All right.
And today, I said, no, if that is the case, the idea, or more by your peaceful one, or more any idea. So the reason why I hold the master no buy no. So, all right. If you want to do, you know, thank you, I have a train and I'm on the casa. But we think media focus on our media focus in the movie.
Ah. Okay. My minimum.
This is my man, and 3 1 man can be coming. Because 2 no, will come to total from.
Hey.
And to happen from, and I'm actually saying, I think I'm not going to, you know, you have students in demonstration. I will Kumu, or air match, with the better to two. I mean, it was unnecessary. That one, the Amaganet, or those and Paraman, but it was unnecessary. That one shot, I'm not taking that. We've got a I mean, it was uncalled. But I think that one more on the stream. What I said, I want to over his school here. Nothing can but baller, he put baller. I say he put
SOMPA FM.
I will get them to the here. Stephen. The reason is that not to lie for never. I'm going to say, you lie for charging or so to go to Momomfa. Go to Momomfa, so different people, no Momomfa. Baller, actually put the my hotel. Now, but now the shot, yeah. And the school was full. It was fast. You would say, now, woman, yeah, when you get to now, but have ball up and 50 will not send the school was no food. And yes, and get one. You go here near the crew. And the young man may come and come as I'm very careful. But at the end of my men on the deal of students in the academic year. So school names on better school not you. Said then you young Tiasia. And don't you know, I get demonstration name. I have to keep looking out to them.
Okay, Medase. I'm so one Canadian and paying for one crowd. Obiati da, but I'm so on the two who anamong. John Isaac, Mamina was sick, and then we say only a D come away.
You made us call on the minister, health minister, or intervening this issue.
Okay.
Because I didn't because Roman really best quality I for. Now they are planning to sign another one at the same.
Wow. Mesumeda say John Isaac, a community member or Krobo, maybe a Krobo nursing training no. Yaba more than that, your friend Kojomre Paso so. Kojomre Pa wabra na posi for no. I started say womu tutu tua, womu chiren kodano. Na Kojomre Paso ewo ho. Enti your friend Kojomre Paso si aso. Na yenene dinkomo. Exactly 30 after 3 p.m. for God and country. And I would say, but man can't say, you may you were in a boy for the beyond so as I the bro. Endpoint homeopathic clinic. You ever go so near that was in the way RSYD in Vigi Studios. Moso, you better was a breast of Fatano. Macam some area chair. You would say SOMPA 106.5 FM in there. And to know your friend Kojomre Pa. Na yani Kojomre Paso. A ding como. Efas asemo. You just say 1 year ya chile wa muno. Speaking to the police commander of air, no, was say woman JB. Now ebimu da so etwirimu. What's the actual issue happening there at Krobo Nursing Training College? And of course, yes, the SRC secretary has also agreed, or president, I beg your pardon, has also agreed to speak to us with regards to this particular matter right here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. You're from the ABOTCHIE. Other matters will be delved deep into. Now, President Mahama. Me bisa say yes third term na wo mo kasa fa ho no say akwa ko si sen ya dem say ye won groma bebre wo a wo ma so de a won de asem no akodan aye court batan a wo Ghana ha me chair the Supreme Court na eno so sen na ehu esem etie the 2026 media budget review. And of course, yes, I'm pleased to have in the studio and August, all important, Ebo Backman, who is a financial and economic analyst on the room. Could you prepare to say?
SOMPA FM.
Never done, Prof.
Bibiaba there.
Never done, Bibiaba.
Okay, could you prepare? Mamina say, never say, what can't say, you know, would ding come on. Now, Crobonessen. Microbonescent Training College and na entire yensaka nim komo a ye ne John Isaac a ono fi krobo ho e de ato ye nim no ye bisa se aye den na posifo e kire nkoda no e de ono kogu ye friend is sales
me da say Prof and na pay be se no nsia e ne nya na ntie se aye Microbonescent Training e ade a wo mo ye kire now, when we tell you, you no grass, anything, and on Macata, Mrs. Helena Jaminaya or no, principal at the school. If you saw by no, a hoto pie, a friend, a hoto, a BNC, or a Crobulas and Honum. As I said, what is society for an alba? Or by no, first of all, we start to Madia and 1 7. Almost I said, almost breakfast. a 2 ladder say ye de kwantresa aduane miru dia ma o oba na o say aduane no do so do and I sign yet the into one over top, say more over Tomo Papa, a brow, better the air come on there, didn't you? Over more 1 ladder. I know what 1 ladder no more said, with the answer, MY, it's by unquated than not any 2 Jimmy Grand Hay, 2 ladder na, preaching the other me, it's your mopeno. Mamma no, and Yanessa, why none, what's more, on Tomo Papa said you see kind of lunch, breakfast and ma. Ena supper so Emma. Na the chow ma work cry at the best of Bosumini, and so ma ever nursing training hall. Mammy so compens do more, and I want her almost ye, crime you all, I work couldn't work. Yeah, town rules, cover town rules, and then I'm summer. I said, you want my deal. Mammy says do more. Who builds all what was to about why late. I said, I can't see a how corner what they am more. Nothing so more. Second year, first year, second year. There's some film union, and now home resource. Semache, Mata, ya post you a home a coping level, almost say, and one say, or more. If you must so hard no more, yes, and go more much, and you can resort ban over the dear. Nako Chiaka, and also saw there be Yama own draw, and any peribima, or more fun so much years ago, or more better, there's one try them. And no, any last is on book. Nana and Rana Jobet and no so my and your way corner swana of Posipo, not Posipo about like a show, say Adiasa. It's a bay and Yamia more Chanapa, send Anapa Nancomaya yet. Oh, okay. And yeah, a Posipo and I do a more free crop, wouldn't the Chima crop when you pass. And you all my Manchester, Barbe Drew, the Chima, my Z has said. Omu Drew, a shop on the gas of Mu and said. Okay. Okay, kodom repai nyabotreu. Enti no aposifo na nkasa na gitu mu say wo mo be guide enkola no na wo mo ayo mo yetre peacefully. Yes, and no na mo bo mo no ba ta na jona di ade asa. O mo yetre na emwa enti o mo njai na enne de yo mo yetre no. Ana o mo ne o mo nyina nante sa ba bedu mazi ha. You need be a private car if you buy and the police for the Kasa and Oma warning shot, almost a chase up on the Joe Machi, and if I'm yes, a mammy, you know, Bema Baku, and Omo Domo, a course also. It's your boy, and Nantes, I wouldn't mazi, why dance and I pass about the Chimel, yeah, a basa, like I say, a bimo, ever branch or classic mature about mine in Hoa. I tell me who's the police divisional commander and municipal commander and patrol teams in the area, one more come over mine in any good anymore, and then Mabruno Bibishia, Edin Como, and Sana Kuma Eto Yemua, one more as I Akuskumo. As in an Abusa, and that's an now, in Korane, a bit prior, dear. Oh, Obian Pra, and almost a crown, yeah, one more excess almost at you. Oh, and one is a good job bomb, Daniel Buti. And on qua, Obia and Kuta, Plaka, Baku and egg, a woe, Obia and Kutashi, and one to put the phone number 1 shot. Tell me, tell me. And a man, I know more do not want you to make a year. I am Mamma Sani do come. Now, over share no cry, a man of oh, Sabi, why you don't know one time the activity, but oh, I tell you, bro, who will you be out? What's the best? I was already there. I want my area question for say, the police are a friend now. I'm a who videos to be cry. Yes, show be our Facebook was it's very bad. Hey, police for you. Yeah. Wow, she said on my year brand the power, but in the quack was a kid. Wow. And now by this one my girl and so the neck. Etiko joy. And Korano, one more actually one more job on there. As I say, any way for now, as you can share that the over Kodia, Commander Emo Muja Mumia Mono. If you only Omuji to more in views on the Jao. But now the meaning so much down, but we are so many your echo school model, meaning for now. Sure. Could you reply? But I was sick. Sir, what is our report here? And they are braying. Now, me pacho,
and come on for when you did check many Adam Johnson Kasaye. One no aye DC for Encranton of the street. He tells me that one empenying for Asia na omato to adwen na obo hu bebia and some no one de kwakobo. And again I called the police commander. No asem no fan ho me friend on amene ni din komo. He tells me that he cannot speak to the matter on air. And I'm saying you me that I say. And the koje I say in some way no when the be di achire the better from bia no mama ma sompete for her one cry no come and the omo fa sa asem we ho what I say and the kojo mama nurse why me chat to ma for yira Sure. Ebusia for SOMPA 106.5 FM. For very disturbing. I don't know why this kind of unrest in your schools, you know, Sabri, as a cocoso. Obetina school where you say, what is happening?
Gen Z is here,
Gen Z.
Well,
just was
as almost in a year, canon, na say, echo secondary schools there. Now, one of our schools who ain't paying for.
Yeah, make I
mean, Obi or Form 5 and a new Obi or 6 form and a new film painful. But now, hardly but it's a be
yeah.
But then there, one of course, we will Susa. Now, also, they're exposed to a lot of things.
Sure.
Unlike first,
your name Facebook, your name, your name, baby.
And they're exposed to a lot of things. And see, one task, you know, I've been watching a cry. And she said, yeah, man, yeah, pain be or but you know, I mean, my time on no, the man, the mazi, the more continue for the year. And to feel the same thing, one time, you know, across school, no. Most teachers when you're relating as an or the Badama generation in one that's what the problem is. Say a teacher in your house who baby the time you won't see hello.
It's true.
Yes, I'm telling you.
It's true. And just
canon treat one man canon I will close school will treat you get it wrong. Also then when the baby things are different.
Sure.
That's just yesterday.
Yeah.
I read something from the professor UMAT, UMAT, yeah, one vice chancellor. Also, this is a from school. Obinuma dreadlocks. So we pin the pin.
Over pin, master.
I say one beside from the almost naked. Until next semester, is it? On Madam Mazan on Codwood School.
Hey, Obenya trouble.
You can imagine what is likely to happen.
Obenya trouble. Obenya trouble. Obenya trouble.
Yes, this is the situation. But your marriage is not go out of hand, sir, or get out of hand, so but how?
But sir, I get it out of hand.
But still, we need to manage it because it is getting worse. It's getting worse. In there, because school, universities now, until I be no more shed.
Makai UPSC, okay, almost be a better one.
Yes.
Say, almost dressing, almost regulating.
Yeah. It's getting out of hand, honestly speaking. First, in Tara, now, Mbesiafu. Wash or kitchen or the children won't and the wash and walk out for public view.
It's a Pentagon, a war, Legon Rebois.
Yes.
No, we a whole week. Either Madame for be a lecturer and also Abuchi Berade. That in fact, they knew who that night wrong. Hey, embassy for now.
Yeah. Oh no,
almost naked.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you pa first. I mean, your university. I remember Pentagon was the first hostel out by Legon. They investing in a hall, a normal hall, but Pentagon was the first one. Probably most Nigerians Nigerian foreign students. Yes, but the American. I mean, the moon crow one whole week that.
Yeah,
my story is Matibi in Zama Okodunaz, but. You see, say young regulators. These are the future leaders. These are the people. They be the money by answer. Until much as yes, society know what things have evolved over the years, but there are certain values and principles to be over. And on certain we can't allow them to copy the Europeans and Americans just like that, because in their society. before but my friend my name I catch and there. F word.
Yeah, F word.
Yeah, F word nazi. But say yan hwe ne yesu na say yan ze na okay the ones in bia obaha wadwen. Nti much as yes, we are in a different generation. I only deal much as I accept that yes, things are different, you know. We should still continue to inculcate in them certain values and principles on timeless. On a Sunday watching the same principle, the same values. The mass also that is issue now as much as possible. No, you see, they are wild. Some of them they are experimenting. They don't know life. You see, when university, let me tell you something. When university, and that's a high institution now. Now campus, you might think you're on top of the world.
I know.
Yes. I
know.
But if your school, I bet if you now service we don't want to if you 2 years at the moon, I bet you which market rather than go. Everyone I'm for this you're serious. Yes, because such as we and really you see young lecturers, young painful nas, young teachers and as no. Dama stance no take against the youth. Sister, change this. If you don't change this, I will do this. Oh yeah, I can't afford what can normal farmers will rebel.
Sure.
Inti kasachre is very important. 2, a woeful role to play because answer we go school no, ofifie no oko. Inti much as they're exposed to a lot of things, you know, parental control and parental care, supervision as no so here, no so some of farmer one abra, but so. Let's hope and pray that some of these things, you know, continue because stories are. I think you need to get the side of the woman in charge, you know, and that's the spokesperson.
My friend,
yeah, because in some work and before school, or she has all exams and no result. Now, how do you determine the oncoming man on stage?
Sure.
And also, I qualify and unqualify. That's a very serious.
There is some serious allegation.
In some work, I mean, if these are true. Then that person there, that woman there should be changed. But as I said, you take the side of the story. But allegations.
Sure, allegations, yes, sir.
Yeah.
But I've tried very hard to speak to the woman. She's declined because she's not picking the calls. I've sent her messages repeatedly. Yes, but I called the police commander. In charge, he tells me that he cannot speak to the issue and that with Mr. Okakra. And I don't know why he's running away from the issue. But ain't here the Nkolana Kai.
Wow. My school fees almost 4,000. Yes, that's not be freedom. So students any right, Okasa and Kobabia. Choose and finalize the BBR. You can't ever know Okasa. Yes, wow. What's your nearby? The one policy for Abuya nearby can ask him and Palam Maiwa. And your Basamasania Obuya. And your Basamasania Obuya. They are peaceful. They are harmless people. It's not for the young people. They are harmless people. It's not for the young people. Thank you very much.
Okay. Hey, boy. Why you?
Papa? No new principal, no class. The dean must go.
Hey. Wow.
Assembly do headquarters.
That's the headquarters. Many who can say national security. Many say by now, they are acting on it.
Of course.
And the health minister, honorable Akando, Yabesro. And honorable Elizabeth Ofusejari, Akando, Yabesro. And honorable Elizabeth Ofusejari, MP for Techiman, North Constituency. The constituency so some ways. Minister for Trade.
Enjoy us some offer no directly.
They be fun.
But I am going to say I will show interest. Obi akaka Obi akaka
Rade.
Oh man, no matter what was there. So I'm coming. I fear about you, but you, It has become a common name.
Unim. Sadie no. Se Ghana for nya Ghana yenko baby.
Yeah.
Because obi ya de na de a wo ye no, utimi usade o ye no, e ya de bone.
Yeah.
And so what can one some say with the time about to break? Yeah, now, baby back so I will bring half for I'm a Bunu region. What's Atronie? I don't know if you've heard the news. Atronie phone so sabre because Galam say do.
Who should I Galam say?
Me say what Galam say you. Woman sure woman and no more would see woman niama a crassy for her a casse. Galamse abamu msu na sei. Oma bo. Why na say chiri? About if you listen to them, sometimes what na wa na ase fem. Sa galamse asem wa ye ka wo memu ai. Galamse ni dia I don't think say it is ending anytime soon.
No, Galamse no. Jail na zo no obo catch the say cut today. Nkonkontiba ugunsu no nyona sa woresawa. In China, Cassa or Byron, was in Sunasi. Even your new Gonkutum or Babasa. So you deal with the in China, washing Sunasana or Byron. One you deal with them. Campings, no. Financiers, no. One you deal with them. One I want my live blood.
Yeah.
To Galamse and Kofunya, AYN. One you deal with them 20 years, 25 years, 15 years. Not there, shake because the only way we can succeed in this country in there. The
people of Atrodi one in some more serious allegations.
Now, 2 years is just at the corner. And this university club can pay you. What about you, Kruma? Mubanya number said the bomb. Since you are kind, your friend Amoma Brand, Tunis are seeing a Chewishia, a Cobota no Montotroso. A bear was swimming and son, and then 9 money. And then Cophobia Beshe, Gingin, your cat Gingina, your blue cum Gingin. Gingino to Nias Assiso. Sɛ gyengene fo mfiri brekum na bɛgya asase wɔ na nato ne hene wɔ di wa ofiri baabi a bɛgya asase no ne de saa di na yɛdɛ ato asase so na wote so it is okoma kumase fo sigase mu nyina so wɔ a yɛfrɛ mu so a group mu so wɔ ɛna ayimom brekum ayimom so wɔ hɔ nso nyina wɔ atoni asase so baabi a ofiri ba na ɔbɛtena nti echi yɛhwɛ amomaya a yɛde ani ayɛ yɛnkura ase fo bɛdɛn bedoma gom kokoso bedoma didi bedom kofo mo nya bianom amampanyini mama so bra galamse anse yete ye wachi obi atum ama ne mfia duo saa galamse na bi na ekoso wo saa gengene wo wadaroma yempese akina bibi besi sa atoniefo ye hwe wa kosi nyambo a adwoda wantua na mawa ye betunta sikokɔ akere aban no isa abama dwumayefo no ebi ewom regional minister aboni yabono wama MP wama police panyini wama wani emfa nkɔbɔ asew no yapim so bia asese no se mo anya de a efiri na nkosi dwara de ekwan nyina de bɔkɔ no na mbo kuye nyina wɔ ha ekwan ye kɔka nya ase de bɔkɔ no ekosunya ye be bɔkɔ no na mo nkra ma sojafo ne ma policefo ye ready ye betwa mo free na de kuro no man to na mo amansuo we ani ante anka sem papa bi ankyere ama yenkura sefo na anya ye hawa ye ha ye wura dewi se na mposem da ko to so mienu ensa ben ne kura sa galamse enum andi sifo ensa ben ne kura galamse enum regional minister ensa ben ne kura galamse enum police panyin ensa ben ampi ensa ben makwase sa tutrafo ezem kura sefo ni bi entimi ntere kura ho okay see bekum am ya threat ni pani bi am ya case police panyina kan ho hwe be pem ne apem fo na obawa akwana na ba ku no ne nsa ba ku no enam galam se chemicals ya gu nsuye mu nti madawma enne ko si dwada aban na nka bibi regional minister ntua na maw police panyina ya ba ya ka se bosum ni mu kuro mu no enne ya ka kire ne se panyina bi a wa gisa galam se sika mu bia no obefe adwuma ta de na hye no ne yiri ntimi nwuro ne man ntimi nwuro afisa o se nkobodua so wagye sika no bia bebɔ ne dua police pan you can search yen. We shampaboa, we the best, we shed a backum. No. One have one class for. One have a crew bang. What down, ma? Gansela question. I feel like what's the channel. We won't be a pure, if you didn't say. We'll be a white Jessica, your good Marcia, or bad time, your good Marciano. Finano. What in a bush, or if you scan back on my bush, you'll be. What down, ma? I report my United Scan be a Finano. Regional Minister, this can be a Frano. Biana, this can be a Frano. Let's get a Dibia, Jenna Frano. I'm Pino Dibia Frano, you're so better my head. You're so better my yama. Kadoma, Wadama. Dear, what this is be our galam so well, quite an across what Genjanum. Tell to me, most of young Marplampa.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, serious.
What?
Well, serious. This galamsey issue, then. Say, who the galamsey for or migrate to?
Sure.
Say, each one waha, then they move. What call areas are? In Sabona Dam area, no galamsey in your. Sister, that we no move alcohol because watch one, we chase one baby. They move. That is why I say I'm first can shame. Me and Mam Brian Yejuma and Chichin Kofu and Gum and jail and Crawford. It will be difficult for us. Politicians, as much as possible, should stay out of this.
Galamsey.
One as in zen. Politicians, I'm telling you, me you me ya do both political parties, NDC, MPP na. Galamsey or could them two parties here. So Bokosu or Bobofomo or two parties here. Inti. Sir, why can't be so that politicians are the crucial who elections, who lose elections. Galamsey food threats on Kakraba, no, I commit to. Once to know finance one political party. And say, Yapeda, you trust a pa. One day, won't to me 20 years.
On your 20 years, yeah.
No, ya chichibi so, my family so 15 years, Penny 20 years, 25. Financiers no you see actually no gum dem mo be ya enko fo busro since esro bi anyi.
But with this particular case
they do it with impunity. And wabo police penionism, wabo regional minister, wabo binum so wonizin the wo from na wamba. The national security the mass me wonze as quickly as possible. In fact, they even mentioned BNI. Remember, you heard it?
Yeah, they mentioned BNI.
Into BNI for one thing, no about one. Into Pempenyala, one quarter. No, the master me wins chill because for one song will depend on. My catcher, Galamsey, as I say, or saying Sue, or saying Frama, no, say as I say, it's been easy. Then you pass once, one Sue, one Frama, and away the band, so I poisoned that. Or contaminated that because you there must be depend on to live as a human being.
It is true.
Yes. In Pennyform would say, oh yeah, national security, oh yeah, NIMOS. In Crawford, one of you must was in the Galamsey for one was H1 waha.
Not Oma.
Why didn't you a broken one who could pay her? It is a yeah, June year, woman ye, na Obinum saw, she's in see. Since Allah Galamsey Abami, go for one focus on your battle, but kamikaze be a coma. You should not soon pass, still a kamikaze room, about fight one health, one kidney, one liver, one heart. These are the problems, you'll face as a nation. It is a political party be Allah. Political party be Allah on your ready door of Galamsey. Mama, no manifesto. Next election, your padre there. Who want fight against the fight against Galamsey? No. Yeah, but that in there next election was the best one manifesto me there. We are going to fight against Galamsey, and I have said it on record there. Mama, these politicians, these two main political parties,
NDC and PP.
Mama, home will be a American channel to
fighting Galamsey.
They shouldn't put it in a manifesto ever again.
NPP NDC.
Yes, and I've told Ghanaians
they shouldn't put it in their manifesto.
Yes, NDC catch out there. Obo Galamsey to the letter. NPP catch the Oyakufisam. Because how do they finance their political parties? How do they finance their political parties? Galamsey ya.
Really?
It is NDC catch order. Ebefa Galamsey seriously. NPP can. Nina Bogu. I've said it. No political. No Ghanaian should consider Galamsey there. I will say trust in tea. Matwamo.
Because in someone NDC for Kanye in opposition. Now still we should say yes, you know, the NSA cross say yeah.
Yeah,
but what does it tell you?
Yeah, Galamsey. You see, Mama Kasa, you see, in the corner empire you can. Galamsey fight in who? Or you fighter, or you Zenankasa. Because one, politicians will yes for their campaigner. Where are they going to get the money? Or your MPO area. Or don't win elections. Where is he going to get the money? But most of the year you there, most of the year you there. The same energy you see. Aban small scale mining machines was here no. Aban clear as many as possible. And no for my youth on for Juma because you see a comedy will be now get no motto.
Or an some you know.
No, a comedy. When we school 5 years on Yejuma or town, on Yejuma, don't form Akoya Galamsey. How must he survive? But the question is that must he survive at the expense of others? So, Empede or survive at the expense of others in tea. On your responsible mining.
All right.
God is the other you too. There's the finance economy. Now, so say you're responsibly. I don't know if that's something, but so the focus should be the scientists of all Ghana, engineers of all Ghana. How can we mine in Ghana? Yes, say Yenusu. Yes, say Nasase.
Ebo, I like the solutions you are preferring, but Madekwa Manson, I'm into win free. David Aguado. One of the second deputy PROs for GPRQ. Last week, when they didn't come on, and as someone the two and him say yeah, and net drop transfer first, everything cost between 20 and 30%. And now that drop. Maintain my young Konyanko Bisan the DAC. David Aguado, that is saying. Good. Now, says no transfer first, no more pejamwana another Nancy. Then they
free minister office and one and it's also for the free.
Oh, okay.
Minister to transport organizations Emma yena ye kusin kunga ne. Emma minister editu mu say no kore. Emre group share what say to lorry fair so. But Australia Saturday will be another window. If you na train Saturday, na ya ni na ya de kro. Enu ti ene we hu say ene ya to fair.
And you know, last time we share movie, you know, a problem na mo boss I meeting ase.
Hello.
Me say the last time na waha na me ni wudi nkomo no. Who can say eye ekuo ni nyina e hia fa adwen. Na mo fa adwen wie ye no, eye adwen problem na mo ti be chekere ye.
Adwen po ya chekere ye. Ene say Niema yekweso edito lorry pay mu nyina abo akosoro. And obia admit say bia akosoro. Open insurance, roadworthy, any AMA, bia akosoro. Open lubricant akosoro. Open fuel akosoro. Open car wompo higher depreciation akosoro. It be bia efa ore Ekosoro, step up, and also Kosoro. Into these 5 components, Nina Kosoro, into Enka, and then Yekoshiano. They was finalizing it. Oh, yeah, Quabonte, near Quabonte, according to my Mupo, 20 and 30%. But on that, I refer to Emra, yet lorry fair, so, oh, who yet, Oteki Detano, Emma Oka, the Bia, I was say Oka Pahon. And a papaya show, a gentleman, one and one say, on Australia, a network, any memory that year, a year, a time in the channel, up to Saturday, no,
yɛnyina yɛbɛhu yɛ page na Monday yɛatena ase ɛde say was a yedito no na yedito. It is all Bisamia. And then Monday I you postpone it to the next Monday.
What postpone it to the next Monday? And you know, Minister Nankasa Jatum say I was Lorry First, you know, Mupejim, Wajatum.
Oh, Wajatum in a sense, Okachre, yes, a man yet kill Lorry First, or date and time. Any fool no be an air. Any baby are the truth they say. And Okayano. That's why one go through and go to the percentage there. But the Okayano, any percentage no, and then agree, and any percentage no, a copy paper, into no dear, Ubi Samia as communicator, make a tell say, what here, sent to money dear, or whatever.
But okay, we say, the percentage and cover proposing Mumudi no agree no. And only a percentage banger.
Unim, every echo do 10% and a 2. To say, I do 10%. But the next window, Ebano, I have 7.5. 7.5 no average, and also another 10% in its own.
Okay.
What I say, if you know now, I think I went to me and my specific details via our honor. But we all agree. Nyama bo akosoro Emma say unim near ene ebe to dwadium eka we hu
there be
unim say obi charge share any so charge unim say a crime in the airline
a crime in the airline.
Yes,
charging of unapproved fees
no a crime in the airline.
And you know, say, me no, me go fat trot. Now driver ni be charging me. Sika ni kwan so charging me. Say, emrana ma ho kwan say nipa no wabokro no.
Emrana ma ho kwan say nipa no waboku. Enti awose boko efiase bosomi baako. Ana say ye kwan no 25 penalty unit count.
Wow. We are never from SOMPA. Say muamuji unapproved first no dear. Say mramia ba emrame chese.
Unim oti odi no so say what ma okra so. Oni say passenger so be pro car na ni fika nso odo so atomra.
Hey.
1 month no. Be kwa kodem 1 month.
Hey.
Na ya fine no. 25 penalty unit count.
Wait a minute, you. Now, me, if you have a fruit rotro, now me rotro, jabotre. My fruit rotro, me call cycle. Me could do here, no, me catch a damn and say, oh, Missy Caron, so instead of 10 cities, no, 9 cities. Till 9 cities now, me demand on me and me a passenger, no, my phone umra.
What umra?
Met me a them a year, 1 year.
1 month.
1 month. But who the Adama for the editor to a passenger for the one and claim it me can say and yet driver for the pound who for a passenger for minimum who a sector no and into the unita or more for the 2 points a day. Our moon Musicano. Ye Katua, who better we know. A bit of a fruit and 1 Jesca. Oh dear, oh, no. Ofidienu be a full line every side no keke. Be a full line every side no keke. Next passengers some one that some pedi one dance here. Wow. And yes sir we sika no jabotre.
Your passenger free Accra had the Tamale free.
Accra to Tamale free.
Your from Accra to Wo free.
Na sir
from Accra to Ablau free. Unim. Na
sir e ba no sa dia. E yade a passenger ni no opacho wansa na wafro.
And no a mutual understanding between the passenger and then the driver or the union.
Okay. Yo, agbado de yem fancy e. Enti kia ne ke eyade a. Gara haisire. Kia ne ke eyade a. Nyame aduma from the next pricing window de there. Aye lorry first ebuo be kosoro ho.
Nyami Aduma, the next pricing window, Lorry February, Ebekosro.
And Adama folk, yes.
Never will be a case. Namas let me on my draw, I say, Miss Reomo, Emma ubi in command who and Kokagame. Emra, Ewo airline, no, they say airline, no, and yet 8120 bium. Airline 2590.
2590.
90.
Okay.
2026.
All right.
And Emrano Parliament Ajat Omasayat Akase Ghana Book Publishing ever publishing it out. Na yena ya so ne ya kenkan mu. Ne hu say the city.
All right. Until also I'm running LI 2590 2026. All right, okay. Am I? You went through the matters for today.
So the passing passing you coffee car Wisconsin. So you been Wisconsin.
I ought to battle.
What for? Obaga today. Atumbra. Massa, you drive to go police station straight. So also and from her to a wajibe when the 5 can as obey you 5 cities now 3 cities when 3 cities and 5 cities also is in an actual kind of number.
Now they come up with yeah.
Can you imagine the confusion? But you see,
but I didn't wait the individual.
Oh no.
Everywhere better than I. I'm so afraid I was here.
I'm going to say my foreign call. Hello, Papa. What about to be a new? Sisters new. Sisters in me feel London. Echo US. Eh, nano crowd who crowd from me, Mama. In me feel London. Echo US. Eh, nano crowd who crowd from me, Mama. Na Papa mo what to say? I read to my habako. Na could just see. Echo basim penemo. There were 2 dance hunyamanonso. What's your idea? Oh, what's your Akoba? Monsieur, what bought my class like an annual. Now, what do you US want some man for Bundis, Anna? Hey, Papa, you was a hakuradi. Nano could just see company limited at Jibebia. One more Holland, Germany, France, Italy, London, Canada. A bad dance Hunyamadia. Obia sin Nano could just see company limited. Namatissa will be the pocket CB, Ewakasua. I want to be a good to a dance Hunyama. Na Ayano Papa. Oh, Ayano Crapa. A police station in Chanhua. Hey, a Kuba sempre monono. Onya mereda. She, work around me and somewhere and will be in for yao. Baku a block was a pass kumasi. And about Koso Pocras and Kran. Obiasi. Nana Kodoja see a Bemaba. Our dancing. What was meant iron rods, banding wires. And I do a plywood and just said about dance roll. To say BBI, they share a dance here, the Kobe. The pony now so I to football. Would go come more. What could you free? Akra we ka so depo ene pokrasi de no kwa to nkyanya wasa wobu akoteman Tantra Hill Iron City Amanfrom wasa bie depo kese so e wo Koshiman Kumasi sepase depo no kwa da nkyanya ebisu magazine road head office no wa bie depo kese so e wo da de ntam edwisu Akra road from so opposite Alhaji Salia ampaba meboshen Tanoso Breman and Amanfrom numbers of man for the fray 0244 313 752 and 0244 41 93 Nana Kujesi Company Limited. Hey, a Kuabas in Primono.
In the stillness of the morning, before the noise of the day begins, there is a sound rising, a sound of prayer, a sound of power, and a sound of victory.
Yamawakwaba was SOMPA First Service. I was SOMPA TV, SOMPA Radio.
Your early morning altar of encounter. Join Bishop Albert Sakikwambo.
Onyankopon di fa wastrano ewiye brim and am nensaso ama onyankopon we ya won wade pi.
Through this prophetic platform, destinies are aligned, burdens are lifted, and lives are transformed.
We need to teach us SOMPA First Service. Our home enye TV program keke. Eye bra osro ni asasi hia. Eye bro onyankopon kasa chenema.
Set your alarm, tell a friend, gather your family, and let the Spirit of God reposition your life.
And SOMPA First Service encha wo hu hoda eya dwada kusi efiada anopa no nunkusi anopa no nsia fa woda no nyina share radensa na erade beye.
Hatias
special local foods abakade enye aduane ne aduane o ye wa aduane ne ye wa aduane enye nwanwa se Ghana ha ahemfo eyi akese wedding akese party akese se wo pe baabi a wo be serve wo ma wo ho se ye buffet ene wo mo ye se ye local continental dishes a wo bi atwa nani a hajia special local foods e wo hacho atomic kwan no so ho no de ntie fre ni local foods ne se enye wo mo ye aduane a na wo mo atentam tomatoes apro meko apro jena apro garlic apro no de aye special local foods efi se ho no ena aduane no ekoyie Ghana ha ba bia wo mutimi serve hajia special local food pese wo fra eye 024 63599921 024 63599921 anasa 059 479 7215 eye 059 479 7215 for na would them. Aha! Just hot kinky.
Just hot kinky.
And your hot. Just bread and pastries is say. Just hot kinky dokuno noa. Ye di yellow corn of vitamin A womono. Na ye 3 Ghana so the sepe.
3 Ghana so the sepe.
No mo to dokuno wa montenso. Eno no mu tu etono. Say die. Occasion bia. Se wo pe dokuno serve wa wo ho a. Wo de frey. Na ye customize the amount. Say the wusi penny bia. Protein apese ye de ka ho. Ni ayama wo kama. Yes, we take orders for every occasion and you can customize the price of your orders based on the kind of proteins you like at a very affordable price. And to say obie say just hot kinky enwa any de serve ya wo ho just bakery e wo dome commercial bank in chenwa enti freyen and wo 025 60688832 na yen customize wo orders ne ma na fa serve wo se de wo sipa ne pepepe just hot kinky hot.
Because what that was a SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country city. Now, if I toss me no and a bremo, me didn't be sent come on cosunano, a wasumwa, and to modern the ditch. Now, ye be a lines to ma. Now, also adventure ababeboa. Now, first issue and ne yebe takre. A issue bia a dice kakra. But and we here say ever come once some. Your man penning what is this here? Ebi mo kase. Omunya ne tetem anka omo pe. Ebi mo zo kase. Ne tetem you know enche da de bi ni kwan se baso. Na entia kakra yesanya every US abroche memu say. Trump gra what is one. What gra petetem akọ. Ana ye bisa se Ghana ha President Mahama ni tatem bidia amanfo okay akwakusi sen na munya abotre na me walk bi through bibi kakra na muntie said ye President Mahama ni tatem issues no boboba amanfo eka ho asem na Ghana your constitution no Emma the limits for serving as a president 2 terms. Say terms no ayen to so anasa terms no obi be dibi no asakwa aba no aba be dibi enu na emra no eka no me ne wa eti hei ye nimu ne santi na bi mu adi asem na akodan aye Supreme Court say wo mo momodin e na wo mo nchirichirebu na sofa ejijamu ne betodwa wie a na ekoba ne say first and second term no eni kwan say ntitiye eba ntemwo na wo say to aso ne sentiment panyin bi ba na okọ first term no wie na wo mu yi ne fi ade so in the case of President Mahama wa contested 2 elections for 8 years wenya 2 elections I'm say 2 elections the third one no nyae so ye bisa se enu baba no ho kwan se President Mahama ebetan kobio ana the constitution is silent on that but your man penina kasa babonten ababeka say the constitution is clear 2 terms only the sa not wafa no say oko 2 terms ema wobo eye ni ministers and hoba say they should be preparing na yenim the Supreme Court beka because what would you some that Supreme Court say? What was over this century? What one thing I would hear me maybe I'll say 2 times no saying now what you say. I am to aswa na say. And I say entemti ba. Obetimi akotete mana. We dey asem na ho a ye be di hu enkomo. Ye wi a budget no ho nsensem no e de so na ere. E bo ma gba na ti say.
Anya me adom.
Me ma kwa ba bio.
Am jodo mu nia.
Na say okoforo ka ma osika nso. Na osika nso a according to the LI 2590-2026 no. One hwe ye na osika nso na dava the fee say. Wabona po a obedem 1 month.
Nti maybe se hon. Aha. The member easy. The member easy. One what's in the form. What you share the membrane?
Ankoye.
Is on tray. Anna. From one junction to another junction, maybe 3 cities.
More 2 cities.
Let me get the 2 cities 50 pesos.
Go can one country.
Na so senior we get 50 pesos. Eba na mate one day. Ebufu wonu mu. Because of 50 pesos. Oh, only Makoko. I think I don't know the motive behind the law.
Yeah,
we need to read and see the law. But so you're there, or a long distance, or a short day, 50 pesos, and as you know, Oboko court is that. No, even tribunal system will not help us. Only something even beyond tribunal, because the children come Oboko court almost every day. But on the issue of president in the 3rd term,
yeah.
Ghana has a son in some Fubiana is itching.
In some phones say.
Oh yes. Yes, and you see, that's what the downside of democracy.
Somewhere some phone.
Oh, the president Tankasa Bakade. President Nankaso. Say you. Nipakona Obinupada will push the Mazan was a man. Nankasa Bakade the Mazan Mampe. Me get the Mazan. Constitution is in there 2 times. 2 times so 2 times. Nti nipa ko na ase on pay o. So every day be na can answer.
Now what more go seek for interpretation.
Supreme Court the Mazi also you see the Mazi quick one 120 pay baby 120. 120. Bibi na supposed to solve that because of democracy nti obi so na say okay then semfobia 2 times. Since 92 I know 2 times. 2 times. Say Kobayo Ankwam 2 times. See a pede. I am more than 2 times. Let's say the constitution is the constitution.
So review committee report in the crowd.
Yes.
I'm told say from 4 to 5 years.
Yes, but the constitution also said 2 times. So why do we want to read something in some meaning into the constitution on you? And
now debut one more almost seeking for interpretation. Now someone young from Subiao. Is it 2 consecutive terms or terms are
no, 2 times. The 2 times in meaning yet so 2 times the meaning is more or the 2 consecutive terms or not 2 consecutive terms. I mean what kind of way is this?
And the Supreme Court and 2 sorry.
No, 2 baby. Say yanka say pede. You see, there's a wisdom in either there, yabaka there, only pakrono. Obiana, when you experience, you jumano do. Into so calling man koboboa. Into Ghana Funan decide over 30 times, over 4 times simple. Now Ghana Funim, why you be papa, man, so on trade. Then Ghana Funa Quaco to a ban. So Ghana Funa also know. Would you make on saying you 2 more first step, you 2 about more bewa. It should be for Ghanaians to decide. It's a beautiful one argument in there. Why there, young open-ended? They're able to call as many times you want.
Sure.
Maybe age now, and I hear about no to miss one. Do you get a point? Not if you get a good president. That's all you have. Not so Ghana phone in ya. Ghana phone about to Obama na couple time. Maybe about Uncle Bill. And also seeing a bad president. On what to Obama first term, no a bad president and a second term now. Wapamo. Not Ghana for Nankasana will determine number of times I want to Obama, but not the constitution. Because the argument in there, that must say that the President Mahama is doing well. It's on trade, but the constitution. But so constitution there. Oh, that means that young boy, na God for them can decide whether you are to continue. Most of them no. Because one penny from what another challenge no, because if you get a good president, look at Paul Kagame, what he's doing in Rwanda. You will be what? Are you good in a man by 2 terms? After 2 terms, was no pay in our ruko. A very important so a could be a minimum depend. I go a banner or a beer and I on 1 number. No, but say, do you get a point? What that argument is, I buy into them argument, But since I like constitution or those Sally. Or 2 terms. President Mahama 2 terms. People should stop that.
So would you be surprised if Supreme Court pay interpretation on the banner? Ebe favor say President Mahama. Ebe court. Would you be surprised at that interpretation?
I will be surprised, but I will be very disappointed in the Supreme Court.
You'll be disappointed in
very much disappointed in the Supreme Court. You are saying the whole. The men say me one chair no on your topic. We have more important issues to discuss in this country. Health issues, road issues, job issues. And third time I mean, let's face it.
Officer Supreme Court, how much? Oh,
what cricket 1.2 baby, 1 baby, then you move forward as a nation because we have so many important issues to discuss, to problems to solve. And I say, but that's all. Third term or not third term, no be on the constitution also 2 terms, 2 terms, you know. So yeah, 2. So as in I could the Kumasi. Let's say close to the ha or you 2. Say I could the Kumasi close to the a crow or Ben Kumasi that Eastern region, so you 2. Or you 2 or you 2. I don't see why this should be an issue for the even discussion in this country when we have so many important issues to discuss. It's one why the Mazen now, what push the Mazen agenda now, and you are about a topical issue, the opposition to Zimnaze, President Mabe, and you bring your product or Papia Bacana Munko, Madame Casamonio and Joe. If you constitution puts a Maramonio and Joe.
Nasa on one Casabeti Macase, Mia Meninjo, and so now, who push a beam of which is a Munko test.
The Master means President Maman, what can the Mavian, assuming without admitting the Supreme Court in the 3rd term no possible President Bakro man make some boa and Chananka said election about Chobokobayashi so and what's as an uncle here nefi or cry by Seboko abe and I'm a farmer the President Mama the president I know him will not do that and that's why I'm saying that this should be an issue. This shouldn't be an issue for even discussion. What want to be even
if the Supreme Court agrees President Bitimako 3rd term
yeah
President Mahama any kwanse obasa obekote
na chana nkasa akade the Mazin no nyanjo wa na adwuma na obeye no wa aso nsoroko the Supreme Court so won beye wonwa pa de obakade constitution is 2 terms no oje there or it should be consecutive. I mean
all right mama na say ebo backman mama Roger T.D. Walls speaks for the NDC. Roger, how to say? So microphone, my boy.
Okay.
We have them. Maybe I come out here.
What they are doing? Yeah, member His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama Ebu. Ne share anamwa otutu ne Diana Bedriche, Professor Jane Nana. Ogwajiman Ebono. Na ye share the way our ministers, ni deputy ministers, CEOs, MMDCs, obia working in line with the national agenda. Na ye share bibia your party leadership also ebo eduma to make sure say this government becomes successful. Because say nyangopon ogusua oni edi ni ye manchi yanko ema your party chairman honorable Johnson Asidu Nketia secretary your general secretary and obi bia all the national executives na me chia me bosses sami jemfimu ni na my bomb abaso for a fantastic spectacular worker omoye they are delivering. In fact omoka say governance I think the Ghanaians now testify say this is a true reflection of democracy, government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Intino Abochi mebo bibia abaso so also on mine and all
right
or making sure say Ghana good.
The issue at stake, President, certain bid as more grassroots for agitating for.
Abochi, on say Me, I don't believe, sir, we grassroots, nothing. Now, from where I sit, no, I think, sir, this is one of the manipulative tactics of the NPP. Because we share the confidence, a minority leader, at the Casa concerning the third term, new way now. So sad and disheartening. ABOTCHIE, I don't know, sir, who a copy of the 1992 Constitution.
Many copy, no,
many copy. I mean, kind amount.
Article 66.
Article 66(1).
Okay.
Or say a person elected as president shall, subject to clause 3 of this article, hold office for a term of 4 years, beginning from the date which he is sworn as president.
All right.
The Omopacharen say, 7 January na ya TSC almost say, be swear obia in as president.
Sure.
So 7 January no, you need see mu pepepe. The 6th January of the 4 years no, the term now expire into 7th no, another person. And I say, so
obedient never shall
for a different term never shall say. Now, okay, 2 now, or say a person shall not be elected to hold the office of a president of a person shall not be elected to hold office as president of Ghana for more than 2 terms. A person shall not one can say consecutive and I say break into no yeah bibi ebe to hormona say you be say discuss here. I want to make this thing clear and say I call president no own assertion or make here concerning that narrative that
people want to a person shall not.
This is article 66(2).
Okay.
Article 66(2). Or see a person shall not be elected to hold office as president of Ghana for more than 2 terms.
Whether terms no so and answer so.
What do I say? A person shall not be elected to hold office as a president of Ghana for more than 2 terms.
Okay, so wait, let me ask this question. Article 66(2) na what kind no. Ebi mo gina so e de asem we akwa dan. Eye court bat time no. Azubila Salam versus Attorney General.
Yeah.
This one was filed on 23rd of December 2025.
Yeah.
Kenneth K.A. Crunchy versus Attorney General filed on 30th June 2026. And then Ganiu Al-Hassan versus Attorney General also filed on July 9th, 2026. This last was confirmed by Attorney General Dr. Shrimshai and Attorney General Justice Shrimshai on what confirming we. But you share a first one cry by na. Tell me file here on the call a Supreme Court. No? The date was on 23rd December 2025. Other than is there anything to hide? You think so?
ABOTCHIE, I think sir, we apart from the issue of reasoning by logic, in law no, omu obibia, omu per se the ordinary person and a reasonable person, that's the appropriate word. The reasonable person who read assembly and assembly the assembly omu table fact na. The reasonable person ebeka se no and on a law. That's the position the law stands. Sir asemi ya kan or say a person signifying the individual na what na sa so or say wound to me sa nimpa kroba kono wan ka political party or say a person on to me anything and na the office of the president for more than 2 terms. Let's take this on the light news. And now on the face value. President Mahama wako the first term ana. Wako the first term.
Wako the first term. Sana mi de me.
NCCC I know you 4 years how many terms now?
Second term.
Wako 2 terms. Then second term kana say 1 term Wako how many?
2 terms.
Wako 2. Enti reasonable man theory. And I say
okay, but che Apenyu Markins. Asema Apenyu Markins e kan say onim say opese o masa de no eye dwuma e wo the Supreme Court ntina one nominate eye some court of appeal judges to the Supreme Court. 7 of them. It thinks says accusation. Yeah, when you McKinsey, they ma a year bumping. Then I can found.
Magacho say MPP lawyers no charge and bail lawyers.
On where they
charge and bail lawyers.
Charge and bail
lawyers. Emrasem Nankazang.
Upon your McKinsey, or charge and bail lawyer.
No, but see, Obia Utina Mashe Bidrefie. Now we are an astute lawyer, and I say so-called self-acclaimed legal brain. Now say, to me, but now just for optics, instead of you to use where you sit as a point of education for the populace, because of partisanship, and I say because of partisan politics, kasa as though a populist view, and I say populist support. Say if the president wants to even go for a third term, they have to be a referendum. That means that they have to change across the position of the constitution. Because our interpretation of Muslim Mukoko Siki, Ngofo a petition Mukoko Siki. And yeah, ebeba easy. And I say, yeah, say, Embrano, Echo, say, almost a crampuna, Ebeconi easy. You get it? It's your failure mark is edge down, not so Cassa to say the idea or a president, sorry, not a friend is saying 3 terms. But only my dear, when him said during the constitutional review, Edumu year recommendations said a 3rd term should be allowed. What was the outcome? Even the review, the committee in the crowd bogu, and then you court no. In Supreme Court,
I know you have a committee.
The committee cried bogui. Now, let me tell you something in sociology. In the Marxist theory, almost the hitoto of all existing society is the history of class struggle. The
hitoto of them.
All existing society is a Marxist theory, right?
Okay.
It's like I said, there are a group of people, be a say, Otina baby of influence. And I say, Otina baby of power. What say they Solomon? Ousu.
Yeah.
Analogy. Now, Omawo, TV3 platform, so no.
Or saying.
Or say, even that narrative in the party itself will be killed.
In the NDC.
Yes.
Because there are people there, almost.
Yes, you're practicing democracy. His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama is making it clear, say or no, he's not interested in a 3rd term.
Okay, so what if it happens? Interpretation the Bana Supreme Court, okay.
No, but already, a man is but a product of his word.
A man is but a product of his word. So you don't expect the president to even yield to the interpretation if it is positive from the Supreme Court. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm trying to tell you is a president, he honors his word. President John Dramani Mahama, as I know, is someone okase onkasa masasa madwen say oba be osaso akoewe. I want us to be to clear our minds so that we focus on the things that will bring transformation to this country rather than that diversionary tactics now MPP ni per se omu use no, because MPP right now they don't have a campaign message. They don't have anything to build their policies around. This almost say so mama more opportunity say into election just this December or omenya manifesto Bisa MPP minority leader say yes who there end the term no running election this December. Bisa say omo manifesto them policy no be shame. They don't have one.
So you think you've not spoken to them?
Oh, they don't have one.
That's your thinking.
Are they going to talk about the economy? Yeah, I said no more say we are cooking the books. Cooking the books, if it was an easy thing to do when they were in government, they should have cooked the books.
They will talk about Galamsey.
They will talk about, when their own Abronya said presidency forest, when they had Lord Kome and Co. supervising a presidency forest and doing mining. Let me not divert or deviate from the subject matter. But constitutionally, it will be something to contend when the Supreme Court even rules and says that there is, because the language there is very plain. There is no ambiguity.
All right.
There is no ambiguity in the plain in the constitutional provision. Aside that, no, I'm saying this confidently because the president has uttered and said with his own mouth that he doesn't have any intentions. He has said it in and out of the country. So I don't want people to want to divert the attention of Ghanaians from the good things he is doing, and then rather, the NPP, they want to paint a narrative and start demonizing the image of His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama. He is not power drunk. He's not that person. You get me? And let's allow sleeping dogs to lie rather than wanting to awaken or begin instigate certain things that are not realistic. It will not hold water.
Okay, even
One term is equal to 4 years.
Yes.
One term is equal to what?
4 years.
2 terms are 8 years. Now it's simple. You don't need to be a lawyer to understand this. It's the constitution. One trauma lawyers you go to you. Constitution.
A reasonable man.
What trauma Ghana for? Ghana ni bele butu makankan constitution I shall see. I should them okay. I'm the entrenched clause.
Sure.
Not there. You become referendum. You could decide and sign as a son. You see. If one won't waste time. Not on a general court. No, to the Cobach also no court. Assembly. Get down on why do I to people what's the call?
You think, sir, the Supreme Court thinks, sir, was I issue in Yasambia and we said, until after no crowd.
Probably will feed a man casa home. But the way I answer the media, a friend of Markenum, Kodia, watch it. Can you imagine? Watch it Miracle Sabwaji.
Yeah.
No Kodia, lawyer, general secretary of NPP.
Why are they?
All that interviews in there. Because Mahama Pado Kotet him to watch it. Miracle Sabwaji. Now, I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Mami Kaibo, sir, even Musa Dankwa aye. Pulse be that pulse now aye. I'm talking about global info analytics. Almost 65% of Ghanaians back Mahama's decision not to seek third term. And where the MPP, Ghana for that Casado. That's what Muta, which the one cannot there. Let your words be. Let your words be your words.
President Kasembi. I see, what can the constitution again
and again?
Oh, yeah, 2 times, 8 years. I don't know or Yentafo, and also Bialet, but you be 4 years, 4 years. As if more, 8 years. Double not see, as in name of the whole. But to send there, it been part of or charge political atmosphere in the president Mahama Pado Kotet Temo. MP what about truth? I don't know just no code a friend marking no man. Even when the man has come out openly to say there, I'm not interested in that kind of
But can there be a U-turn? Roger, can there be a U-turn by the president? It shouldn't be a topic for discussion. Yeah.
I know kind of it shouldn't be a topic
for discussion. Can there be a U-turn?
No. That's why I told you. That's why I told you.
If it happens, what would you say?
Oh, it will not happen. So there's no way. But aside ABOTCHIE,
ceteris paribus. All other things being equal. Wait, what if it happens? What would you do?
No, and I make a choice. Ceteris paribus.
It's not all other things. All things.
All other things.
All other things. It is
ABOTCHIE. Yes.
I mean, besides just a simple logical question.
All right, beside the entrance one.
ABOTCHIE, so who interfere? Who ambami? Who ambahi? Who interfere me no? Who ambahi?
So who ambami no?
So who? Bema bako first. Now be who oba bako who ambahi?
Ambami no.
Simple.
All right. You. Right.
Yeah.
Mami nasi. Yeah. We'll get back to the other issue on the. Then how?
Senka MPP for no. Omaka some no lawyers. I beg them. First, no nan can say honorable at forcing more economics and finance. Sisiano, I think say I will say ye dey mark is na be good classroom.
Ade.
Na ye masrim sai e be what we call constitutional law. Because I say Bibia no say president person court term. I say afiyo mark say waste Ghana for time on the floor of parliament. Talk about your constituency. Talk about the needs. Make constructive contributions. Now be trying to say for populist applause.
But the ABA and some now okay parliament, you know, ABA will not be who say and
constitution. You need a referendum. The stress you go through.
All right, Mamina say SOMPA 106.5 FM. Endpoint homeopathic clinic, Dr. Dubuatin the almost a circus pa. Makacho say endpoint to the Bujuma, Dr. Dubuatin, Yadibi, and how to find the feature on Timinsa and Famau. Mirato baby, I won't be able to tear me. Yaridaho, Mirato endpoint set on Safren, or baby feet, or baby share, the power Yadia, what that one no. Say yes, stroke, Yadia, say yes, stroke, Yadibia, a jenny paddle, a camperman, the Panagen of one general. Mirato modern, Nafa with each endpoint homeopathic clinic, and as a friend, Doctor, this is here. Or baby feet, that was baby share, the Pacona diamond, stroke Yadia, dear. What's in the tea? Me patches a one namona as a who juju kakra. One casa unantia as some why do unasa titritia. But modern endpoint homeopathic clinic, Dr. Dubating, or Besau ya dear. What I check when I was Painters Road. A wakra ha shell signboard. A honorable who Dr. Dubating, Nampacho ope apomuding a futu pa. But the number never be to justice. I'll bet your friend no. O friend na e ade abebo ye pa Dr. Dubuatin mo bodwuma gidi wo ba wo pese wo fefro nso fro ne mba prostate ya de wo ya junso yi ya bema bi wo wa wo ne oba di shemu na chese panyan wo je mu ana wo tebe nka wo chese untini mu wahra na obebo mu problem zebre me ba so bomodin na fa we ni kire endpoint homeopathic clinic me ba so ko wa on be show ya de kama na mpono bibi ato was so anase when na ya na pese woni end point for edi hun komo ya de bia chew na no abranche be fra me ni me bi onya me number was say doctor gonorrhea ha me pa o gono cheme me junso me bema mu hihye me ntimi junso na me say me ba cho me nya doctor na wo ya de na gono ne chewo was say abaye bi na de man no me ba cho sa be makro no tie me a on fa number we don fresh sia 0244 867068 0244 867068 and now Fred Dr. Dubuating was 027 42 34321 endpoint homeopathic clinic or say the end to chronic diseases now no fiada and I said abenga and I said yawada na either the finance minister Kezalati force and a call Ghana Mrashibijim and ordered the 2026 mid-year budget review no eriko tuja na the budget no munye me pese beka hu sam kakra kire mu ansa na mama bidjofo abeba be kire mu adwene e wo sa asem ya aba be tudwai Kezalati force and komo a ode dan eye Ghana eye omamuni nyina. Quickly, let's see if I can quickly give you a breakdown. 2026 mid-year budget review. Now, you share the benefits to Ghanaians. Minimum can say levies are over year free ho. Mukai e-levy, mukai betting tax, mukai COVID-19 levy, mukai emission levy, mukai air VAT on motor insurance. Now, the cost of living easing on this particular budget. Inflation, I'm going to say, it was 13.7%. I'm going to say, Ababedu 5.3%. Public debt down from 61.6% to 44.7% of GDP. Sabri, economy, no, a surpassing the $100 million mark for the first time. Investment in social services and so on. Say I'm going to say NHIS National Health Insurance Scheme.
Budget na bonu.
But they say the budget is silent on the 24-hour economy. One said they make 24-hour economy na ambem.
Okay, budget no. Even as in our father was a budget in a year. Because budget biano or botai na baby Ghana yefi you put a missing it's for Dr. KK Sebe Waba.
Lawyer Keke Sebe.
Waba.
And then the court no kuntain.
Yes, in the special court. And the one in our court, what one won't be going to Okadam 20 years and say in our court.
Before I call budget, my man Aquaba.
Okay.
As a home tree. Now, minimum good deal about a home tree. Like Keke Sebe to say.
Yes, I don't know.
Maybe I'm a horror. Now, watch you. I can't be able to say you. Yen asem you traffic. But I think come on here.
Meeting come on. No, we say Minia Ruja. I can see the constitution. About working kind. Your constitution are F a new. Not just why I barefoot.
Oh, I barefoot.
I'll know when you're home. A twayampia. Edema. The minority leader. Yeah, Afenyo Markins. See, in your opportunity, yeah, Yankasa, na Yame Kasa no Mrenyam, Kakra. Na Fina Usiam Rano, Usiam Bamsho Buki Cremo, and Kens you. Me media bank, Abusa media, na tete. Sa, into your opportunity. What's a man can come? So now the BB better towards the same people for Minia, BB.
Yeah, bisa.
What they say, the General Secretary of NDC, equally some members, prominent members of the NDC as sycophants. Okay.
I remember.
I didn't know Kassasem. Third time we didn't know Kassasem. So why is it say NPP 4 and a share
no, wait. Mama like let me take a listen to you.
Opa ko na ko boni tape no. Ofre wo mo a omo wo ne party mu. A omo push for the third term agenda of John Dramani Mahama sycophants.
Yeah.
Say ye wo ayi wo. So it should tell you from the word go say one more push for third term no. And free MPP so nobody should come and create the impression say MPP 4 and they push for third term. Obeka asemu ye sycophants no obi antimi ambie na no. Every bank na President Mahama ka so nkobiu. It was after a said Nketia about out say there will be no third term for President Mahama. Sabe na President Mahama Singapore. I said Nketia can because some prominent members of the party were insisting. Met me abo your friend is saying. Maybe Tiabu Bodimbi, my deputy general secretary.
Mustafa
Bandi has said it. Oko adu owo your friend is saying.
Then Mustafa Bandi can.
Oh, call it for the third time ya say my can America. Edu Asari. Asampa FM. What kind of place Bahama is going for a third term?
No. Wait. There be wait. Who they wouldn't nyabotre. Oh. Who they munyabotre.
And to make us what's na kasa?
No, me bacho me. Ebo.
Now kasa dey okay be na no kre. You think everything that he says? You think everything that he says? You think? That's not what I'm saying.
So please allow him.
If in any case, the general secretary, you think he had no cause? On Becca said before so sad till that day, no. Say your constitutional rule into your and sycophants be within the party just because of position be a person near your boot like near the president, but nothing of that sort is going to happen. So nobody should create any impression. Say MPP 4 and a third term which look, go back man there and say I am tonchene. Say the Okase obi the assembly call. Yes, I know the stance that he's taking said there is no third term in the constitution. I believe so. But you see, we are practicing democracy. If somebody feels
obi phone mommy feedback.
If somebody feels say be untoward be until be biasia civility demands send panel fan court than say you better hey actually etu another can on your own. I'm not saying that you said so. So you don't just say because me ni pakron enyadwen. The simple fact say me ni nyadwen nkyere say mega so de ade kwa ya titim ene ya de bibi ko na Supreme Court ya hwem kwa na ato atwene ochina me so me de kwa na me dwene ho. Let's allow the system to work. Why for an referendum ni ade wa say no, they don't even understand the law. If the Supreme Court should, in the unlikely event that the Supreme Court should bring an interpretation stating that the true meaning, then where lies the referendum?
That does not demand for a referendum. They have interpreted the constitution. But what I see happening is say, if they introduce the word consecutive, to me, they have written the constitution than interpreting it. Because your important word be there at your bem. Now you see, when you are interpreting the constitution, it's not just the 666 2 na minia ekain and kwana. Yes, you have to take the constitution as a whole. It is those who are saying, say, the term no should be Supreme Court and Constitution should be consecutive.
Consecutive, no.
What they are trying to say is say the framers of the constitution, no, a mistake, and a man, you know, commodity one commodity bisham. Article.
Earlier, you had referred to Mustafa Bandi saying, Odona or supported the third term for a year there, and Fred is in there. For President John Dramani. I've just done a search here. Mustafa Bandi, Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, has publicly pushed back on the third term idea. He criticized the NPP for what he called a desperate attempt to stir fear over a non-existent third term ambition by President Mahama, calling the whole narrative rumor mongering rather than something the NDC is actually pursuing. But he also mentioned Kojo Sari, a former NDC MP for Adenta, not a party executive, is the one who actually called for it. He asserted that Mahama should vie for the presidency for a third term, arguing Ghanaians want him to continue and that the country's term limit laws should be tested.
That's it. Message the mama more. Even the majority leader, even oh, I say he said
no,
please. Now the address I you know kind of majority leader, please.
Charlie, allow him to talk.
Majority leader. Krabeka said the third term they will leave it for Ghanaians to determine. Majority leader. If the constitution is clear, why do you leave it for Ghanaians to determine? How? It tells you a certain motive. What I was saying, I know Monty said, me say, if the constitution 66.2 wanted to use the word consecutive and obey use because Article 246 2 is talking about the term of office of a district chief executive, where the word consecutive was used. So if the framers wanted to use consecutive, they would have used it. That's what I'm saying. You take the constitution as a whole. Take
that again.
I'm saying that if the framers of the constitution wanted to use the word consecutive at Article 66.2, they would have used it because they used that word in Article 24.6. 2462.
2462.
It means that when they were doing 66.2, no more feed the word consecutive.
And 2462, no, then
and I make us a DC term of office.
Okay.
Unless he resigns or dies or he's earlier ceased to hold office under Clause 3 of Article 243 of the Constitution. The term of office of district chief executive shall be 4 years, and a person shall not hold office as a district chief executive for more than 2 consecutive terms. So the district chief executive can go, come, go, come, go, come, go, but the he cannot be there for more than 2 consecutive terms. Yes, if the constitution, the framers of the constitution wanted the president say okwa obetimi aba and kasa consecutive term I don't know person we use and komu use be was 666.2.
All right,
this shows the framers of the constitution, they were not sleeping. They knew what they were doing, just like minia penny ebo akano.
Yeah,
na Rojan so akano 2 times no clear senka ye nya bi ko 246 dia and cannot me boa be any interpretation. But if the Supreme Court is interpreting, they will also look at this. So they will use what we call the armchair rule. They will sit and pretend to be the framers of the Constitution, and then be thinking that's how one means of interpreting the Constitution.
All right.
Be thinking for the framers of the Constitution, and then be asking, say, the word consecutive, no, and now omure fiyana. Then they will go to 2462 and say omo using wa it na go mbe so omo using 662
and go use
it o man use a sana na omo pe
sa dwen we a wo chire sisi we am ranim ni afanyo makins o am ranim ni ana
o am ranim ni kasia pa o am
debre and you know adentina ono no ebe hu sa mra we na wate ase te say de wate ase na still what me ba bonten de betu dwase President Mahama pake the Supreme Court with 7 Court of Appeal judges just to make sure say a ban interpretation be favor.
That's a question. You see, politics ni play you have to be smart.
And yeah, amanyo sem no de
there be na say de nyina amanyo sem but ka amanyo sem anya boni o and nke nya ye de me chance ensem a ye tete no wa chire no ensem a ye nya ye hye ho a ye ka no en na chire de e ko ne de e ba when the ka say President Mahama onya tete ma wonko
ba wakasa on pewu
empanyi say kwasia e na ensesa na dwene panyi om say kwasia pa na ensesa na dwene President Mahama onya kwasia
baby won be fu no wrong
President Mahama
as for this one say media me say President Mahama onya kwasia me masem no it was obetumi aiden asesana so that the only broni beka say the only constant thing in life is change I don't know can say no o kan twi dia e bobakman e twi dia beka say hey am ben minja papa o ka say the only constant thing in life is change dia e broni na akanti obeji atum say no you see what is going on tie President Mahama or communicator so him say or very smart tie ni say mo ka me nko biu afei ya de court also media can also my shop constitution ni mu nyina ma hunu say ade no clear 2 terms
sure.
Now the kasa no yet ni say I read the constitution and I thought na me dey say 2 terms and afei ya de akwa jako your friend is saying Supreme Court should determine politicians. President Mahama in some of the me say please step his last one say and I thought you need the whole you tie de ko eti say conversation where ya me nyan man say who hear somebody discuss who hear me nia we production team me bo maba so who hear say ka ni nyina ya na so te say ye ni nyadan enye ho na say
nya wan wase wonyi njo man asene njo
wan asene
njo wo na ebe ka cha
njo say Basa is show attention is dead on arrival. And it's money from sycophants. The sycophants now.
Eventually,
it's not about President Mahama.
Eventually,
you see, what I want to say is that this thing should not be about President Mahama.
Okay, let's take a listen to President Mahama.
The last one,
The people of Ghana gave me a mandate for 1 term, and I am working hard to meet the promises I made them. And so I always tell my ministers, I say, let's number our days so that we can work harder to meet the promises we made the Ghanaian people. I know that people have gone to the Supreme Court seeking interpretation of the clause that governs the tenure of the president. If you ask my personal opinion, I thought that it was clear enough. Me, I've read it over several times. It's exactly what it says. But if they want to ask the Supreme Court, that is their business. But I know that the people of Ghana gave me 1 additional term.
All right, so I will have to do it again for a in-studio guest to take a listen to this conversation from President Mahama.
The people of Ghana gave me a mandate for 1 term. And I am working hard to meet the promises I made them. And so I always tell my ministers, I say, let's number our days so that we can work harder to meet the promises we made the Ghanaian people. I know that people have gone to the Supreme Court seeking interpretation of the clause that governs the tenure of the president. If you ask my personal opinion, I thought that it was clear enough. Me, I've read it over several times. It's exactly what it says. But if they want to ask the Supreme Court, that is their business. If you ask my personal opinion, I thought that it was clear enough. Me, I've read it over several times. It's exactly what it says. But if they want that, people have gone to the Supreme Court seeking interpretation of the clause that governs the tenure of the president. If you ask my personal opinion, I thought that it was clear enough. Me, I've read it over several times. It's exactly what it is. I know that people have gone to the Supreme Court seeking interpretation of the clause that governs the tenure of the president. If you ask my personal opinion, I thought that it was clear enough. Me, I've read it over several times. It's exactly what it says. But if they want to ask the Supreme Court, that is their business. But I know that the people of Ghana gave me one additional.
Well, SOMPA 106.5 FM. Your man Penyaka was saying, I thought the jeans, sir, now clear.
Any English professor to explain what he said.
No. This one now calls for interpretation. No. So okay. Let me wrap it. So now,
sense of thing is what?
You wait.
So now it's still on board.
Okay.
It's a idea dasuku 821 among. So it's not something in the past. You understand?
Sure.
You see, also the CA in ABOTCHIE. In all honesty, it has called. Baby, it has called for interpretation, for clarity. What we want from President Mahama is, even if the Supreme Court says so, I won't go. Can I make us say, because to me it is clear. Now the final statement will say, I thought it was clear. What the king say, so now you can have one
understanding of grammar.
You can have 1 minute to
people. I know that people have gone to the Supreme Court seeking interpretation of the clause that governs the tenure of the president. If you ask my personal opinion, I thought that it was clear enough. Me, I've read it over several times. It's exactly what it says. But if they want to ask the Supreme Court, that is their business. But I know that the people of Ghana gave me one additional term.
Okay, so wait. I thought it was clear. We've looked for the meaning, and this is what the meaning says. I believe that what I said or explained was already easy to understand, so I didn't think I needed to explain it further. Depending on the tone, it can also imply a little surprise or frustration that other person didn't understand. So, example, I thought it was clear that I wanted you to come early. Yes. Then wait. I believe I had made it obvious that I wanted you to come early. Okay, so give an example. Okay, what my example? Shazi, let me explain. Let's listen to it. Let's listen to it. Simple English. Now you have to explain. No, it's right away. Okay, so let's listen.
If Mekade Kasao Bram ice water. Now the room temperature water, bra. But I thought I asked you to bring me ice water. So why have you brought me? So why have you brought me?
This is the constitution.
Temperature.
When I read,
I'm a child grammar. I thought it was grammar.
You are. It's from a wrong perspective.
All right. Okay. So gentlemen, let's hold this. Let's hold this. Yeah.
Honorable Fuseni.
Yes.
Inusa
Fuseni.
Also, the can say already constitution. He thought it was not clear until the Attorney General. He thought it was not clear until the Attorney General told him to look at it again. Grammar. I'm also speaking.
President couldn't have said, for example I gave you. I think I asked you to give me.
No, that's not it. No, but I thought to me. To me,
yes. I think in the context. No, wait. In the
Abochi, can I? Abochi,
yes.
Abochi, let me say something.
Yeah,
it's my president's voice. It's my party's person voice you are playing.
Okay.
Now listen to my voice.
If you say he thought that was not clear until the Attorney General asked him to go and read it again. So if Inusa Fuseni was even one of the people who were clamoring for a third term.
All right, so gentlemen, let me listen to
So,
no, we'll go to the budget.
Abochi.
I think we'll do 3 minutes and then.
Abochi, with respect to the contest at which the president was speaking, wow. Master, Mami Kabi, why? President Ninkomo Odi. Wow. Say, Ebia, or per se, say President, Epe se, Okwa, Obit Miakase, say Obi Eco petition, Inti, may dream say, and I may dream say, I think he is right to go and petition. Wait, please. Please,
let's drop this. We'll continue it next week. We'll get into it next week.
Let me. It's not a confusion.
Okay.
It's grammar. I'm not surprised.
The Attorney General told me. Mahama said, I thought it was clear until they took it to the Supreme Court. We will not allow President Mahama to go to the
I'm not surprised that MPP people are speaking this way because they can't comprehend simple.
No,
grammar.
you can't say that.
They can comprehend.
No, you can't say that.
If you like, ask him to speak one grammatical statement. Say something that
somebody who is a lawyer.
Oh, forget.
No, you don't do that.
Them so no be lawyers.
On your lawyer.
Nana be them so.
Oh no, you can't. No, you can't. Please. Without this one, I will not allow you. I will not allow you. A quick one on the budget. Let me have.
It's a comprehensive document.
So can we defer it to next week?
Yeah, but I can make a statement.
But you make a statement on it.
Yeah.
Just sing the president's government.
Oh, Debbie, allow.
Anything aside it. You have to sing the praises of the president and the government. I dare him. He's my brother, so I know.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you, bro. Allow me to say what I'm going to say. I speak because of what I know, not because somebody says I should say something.
So because of what do you know? What do you know?
What I know in there.
Yes. Was it because of Memi and law now?
Oh, we time this one. Manen kasa na mse coming here.
Lawyer, bacho. Bacho, time no, limited into bacho.
What I'm saying is that, say budget na. Your budget review.
Sure.
There was no supplementary budget.
Sure.
Into the same budget na. You can last year use this year. Now a year use. But in the budget, when people were looking at the figures, I mean, all the figures are good.
Okay.
If you look at the macro
indicators
now, they are all good. But I was looking at something beyond the figures. Because people were talking about the revenue side.
All right.
The revenue side is a big challenge there. But the most important place to look at is also the expenditure. Because it's not just about what you get, but how you spend what you get is the problem. And I realized there, some fiscal corrections be two things are or three mum.
Okay.
One in the establishment of the office of the value for money.
Okay.
You see, corruption cases are being what they do is that they inflate contracts.
Sure.
Typical example, Dr. Bauman's brother, Cocoa Roots. The contract figure was inflated 3 times the price, according to Auditor General's report. So that office will ensure that those things now, PPA, a public procurement authority, it will not happen. Do you get the point?
The value for money.
Yes. So it will also, the leakages in our expenditure, check on. Another issue is the commitment authorization.
Okay.
First, comfort on office. No one can say, my contract, we are. No, the documents now by the minister. My madam contract on my office. And then what the minister, what Atuforsen is doing in there, or Dr. Atuforsen in there, answer about commits Ghana are buying
to a contract.
You must get an authorization
from the Ministry of Finance.
So you could see there. That's what I'm saying. That young man is very wise. At the first, and yet book or the finance account. And to us, no. First, and go home more pen away. And you just come down and pa. And I'm confused. Why for coming the assets cano? In the moment, only the revenue side, expenditure side.
So let's look at the third one here.
Third one here, the fiscal council. Establishing the fiscal council to make sure the spending fiscal policy implementation. Now I'm saying that is how we build an economy. You see, my argument is that when you have stabilized an economy, a troubled economy, like the MPP left, when you take over that troubled economy, and then stabilize in it, you don't run.
You do what?
You need to protect, sustain that economy.
Okay, Maminas.
And Sana I launch out to expand and grow the economy.
Maminas.
Inti say what atofos in Rije so Kodu Yandamara is a blessing to this country. He's not a curse like someone was.
Maminasi. But let me go to the lines and talk to your colleagues. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
One minute, Kasi. Mind you. Yeah, who you are? Mind you. Good.
And I second is about Mama saying so Mukana, who's okay, was it already constitution and what every time. On clear saying so, but they didn't say, I'm going to be a quarter and the quarter, so we want and I will
I'll say, as I know, one way read the constitution over and over again. Now, already, you know, when who said that whole class say, I only can say quarter term. I know be any can say or quarter term. But what drink now? Sana now what drink no? But se see dear. Because Baba has so bad. Baby Fakola. Wait. Me back wait. Hello, me back. Yeah. Udin one another can say. Me back my TY and tempestuous. Original chairman. And according to book for Muslim. Yeah, that's cool him. Yes.
It's everything there. And the theater, the group got carted, Mama got a consecutive.
What's it? Where you are not Mercatino calling
final. I want to see it.
I think your point is well made. Let's take a listen to this caller. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Prof.
Yeah, if I want to know what say.
Collins here.
I'm a Molly Collins. Madam, I'm Pachoma in TOI. In Tempassus.
I'm here, Minchia, Ruja. And I know not you.
Oh, not here.
Mo. Wakasapa. Na Lilia.
Yes.
To Tetemo, non Tetemo. It is way, Sebi. Mubo ya sagana for Rubona, FTA, President Mahama, Wana. Papa na Canada. Also, your President Kunyani. Wabaye was so ye. Nebo, open legacy real ya kono let me look at it and this year say ayetiania ube die fu you it take them here ajablaka kekwachi onye pitini kekwachi ya pitini city college anase hoja anase abeda ana president mahama onu be ba train ye this for ye kekwachi pare okoso president mahama katasa no for supakukura eka no for the snap ya kese we say me na you attract put me in jaw that time you obeko ye this for ye better say enough
me that say hello good evening
Abochi Madre.
Mejo so na patwa na mele ka say.
Wa mi asori be ni ko kukuru abi.
Asori abia boko asori ba patwa ma enti oi.
I coming national chairman. Mamenchiam. You are what you are.
You yeah that's it. Ko we yeah that's it. Ko we
Abochi. Yeah that's correct. And when you say you pay a once in a cry, you better. Roaring stars, obey a coup. Roaring obey a coup. Edgy, Kabinami can be saying, see what it into a competition now. What such as baby I shall. And a woman, the Ghana player man. The whole way they didn't see you, minimum and was the president, the back or Atanya Bar. What better to record the breed. But the mum won't cry, thank you. And come on, Ponka, and the mum way I took my say I'm with me. He means a little far car cooking. The better two and one man said, the piano on the panel and needed to end in the room. You mean it is all kind of your much thing. And the yesterday, what they in here 9-1. Africa, whatever Libra, I believe to catch him. One fat uncle, yes, my but you are going to be okay.
Me bacho kawase boy.
Abochi dada wo.
Me bacho si dede wa ha. My intio.
Okay.
Yeah, tio.
Abochi de manu be si nyameka hunya bo chana.
Me da say. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, me bacho wana me ne kase.
Many to Topachi. Ashimo Suba Canable. So, Makata freedom, Mabinyama, so that's what I'm able to.
Me bacho my intio.
Abochi the professor.
Yo.
Harry Kidan Kasa. Mamemo about Ubo Jumasno. The Akawa de Bako pet.
Hey, Denga.
You see, we Jinan call even Ubijano. In Yinibunia.
No cray.
And we see a course in the to the Diana, a BDA Jinsam. Then look at the immoral germ. But a brinchy into Genian callers and also say 15 echo, say 30 minutes for callers.
Me that's it. Why?
Yedika and Koma, Honorable Abulo, or Bafo Trubu constituency, deputy communication. And I in a Kojo Dankwa, and also by national deputy communication. Mpenifuina kupo inshirawan. Professor Abuchi, whether John Dramani Mahama beko third term and a second term or whatever, shari bino. Enye nuni here. Ya ne ye say ye kokot na ye teste emra na enyama mu da ho project empo say ken kranchine omwa ekokot no me people me tell the same issue. Na sa court ko chirim ebuda ho pefe say the obiba 4 years na when to me anim kunima to aso the second term e 4 years na okọ no osan ba biom ekwakosi ni 8 years and I say me second term fine the omusaka say anto aso biom enye nemu nipa no won akonya say osan ko biom na eto aso ye 8 years fine no mani mahama and clear say ono de onko biom e bwana nti omo akokot no omo nyamfo so bia nemu ye papa no nyama pa wa hyafe ne so wantimi amfa nkwawie ye pa ansana ne 4 years aso the court chim say e wo ho kwan say osan no no aka say onko a oboada enye Ghana ye ne nko a oh yes e wo so otoa ne nyuma pa so wie enye say bia NDC ni candidate you were youthful candidate, you were more than 50. I was NDC. Only prominent, capable, competent. Only to make John Dramani Mahama there. You know, and you power their share. I'm a Muasia. Second term, you are not any break term. Say, one fan call you yet, dear. Only you doing this idea. On speaking up the game, don't kiss yourself.
All right, Mami Nasi, Mami Nasi. Before friend you talk. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Abochi.
Yeah, me bacho. Akafia, na ti say. Oh, then enye wa ban.
No, Abochi. Obia Ekufuado, ebedi 8 good years. What a little full one. Papa, for you. You try to 5 cities, 3 cities, and then 20 Ghana and 10 cities. And about food.
Watermelon, a seasonal crop. Season be one, the boy watermelon, a seasonal crop. Season be one, the boy, season be one, the boy. Yeah. Maybe I got your mammy, why a brat chimney. Debbie, you have a news. Koso, meet you.
Now, what you say, and in another, you're not enough. Don't get it for your people of my own.
Now, seasonal. Meaning, now a seasonal.
So, my baby mama, also a call, only the uncle, rolling the floor of the party. I'm a more can go in. I never saw your one factory. And then I got the 20 Ghana.
Mami Nasi, Akafia. Aboma Kwako, what's a make chat? Yeah. 30 seconds.
Dama, MPP for financing Mr. Ogwanin. Or say Ghana economy Ogwanin. Obey a case, my Ghana man, Kofu, we too deep, you know. Atoforsen has become a blessing to this country.
But I say, Roger, 30 seconds.
Yeah, budget no, simple and clear. Yeah, about restore the integrity of Ghana's economy. You for you for economy from a bola junk status. You see, all the indicators are running smoothly. Into no omunti I beg MPP. Omunko sunyadie.
Me that say. Me babintie. Keke sebeyeko.
Me that na afena the ye can one say 2026. Yeah, or the T accounts na afena be hu nsem. For 3 months, just last 3 months, NDC Abino were increasing their debt stock by 47 billion Ghana cedis in 3 months. 47, go and read. 47 billion Ghana cedis.
All right, for a hand and baby, I'm married to me. See, a friend, ABOTCHIE, PROF. Yami Adumochina, Ebesha, Jerry, name Abuafunina, Yadamasi, Macramunina. Bye bye.